Hello, welcome to this week's tutorial EdTech video. My name is Blythe and I'm here from the TIPS team. Today's topic is Level Up Your Learning About AI with AI and the AI Competency Framework for Teachers, created by UNESCO. If you've been exploring AI tools and doing some learning about how AI can support you as a collaborator, then perhaps you've also been asking some bigger questions, not only about how can AI support me, but how should AI be used in the educational space? If that's the case, then let's dive deeper into this framework. This framework provides both a front matter and a specific curriculum to guiding teachers to learn more about AI. Several researchers were gathered in the field to provide background, identifying specific values and ideologies to be upheld in the educational space as we navigate the intersection of learning, the new roles of teacher and learner, along with AI as a companion. Let's dig a little deeper into the framework. This summary chart for the framework can be found on page 22 of the PDF document. You can see on the left-hand side the 5 aspects or learning competencies that are outlined, and then the 3 progressions as you move horizontally through the table. I've highlighted the acquire progression as a starting place. However, this chart can be helpful to you to determine your next step in learning or your priority area of interest. Here I am on page 30 of the framework, where I can dig into one of the specific learning outcomes. You can see at the top that I'm still under the acquire progression, and I've moved down to the learning aspect for AI foundations and applications. This learning aspect can help guide your exploration of different tools, comparing the tools by strengths and challenges, and determining where to place your effort for learning more. This table goes into great detail, including the competency, the curricular goals, and the learning objectives, all accompanied by the contextual activities that you or a group of your colleagues can engage in to practice and solidify your learning about AI tools. Some of the suggestions as you move down this right-hand column include making conceptual maps of how AI works, extending and enhancing your skills with AI as a collaborator, creating a navigation compass for selecting AI tools, and then ultimately creating your own collection of appropriate AI tools matched to different tasks in your teacher workload. I wanted to explore the use of AI tools to learn more about AI and guide my professional development, one of the aspects of learning outlined in the framework. I recently read an article expanding the TPAC framework for technological, pedagogical, and content knowledge for technology integration to now add on the layer of artificial intelligence as a knowledge area. That's outlined for you in the graphic on the left-hand side. As I consider then the pedagogical knowledge and content knowledge of being a teacher in this era, I've added the sources that you can see on the right-hand side. I chose to start my investigation in this regard using NotebookLM. I created a new notebook and added the 3 sources that I outlined on the previous slide. I then drafted a prompt, as you can see here, outlining the context, the output, and the areas for reflection, or how I want each one of the documents to be reflected in my response. I can then evaluate the response by clicking onto the citations, going back to the source documents, and continuing to reflect with my colleagues. Here's what that notebook looks like. I used the Add Source button at the top to add the TQS, the International Standards for Technology in Education new resources for developing classroom projects, this one specific to AI guidelines and ethics, and then the UNESCO teacher framework that we've been talking about. I scrolled through the summary that it provided of the documents, and then I used the chatbot input to insert the prompt that I had on the slide. The response was then organized by the different learning aspects and provided me with those inquiry questions to then guide my next steps in learning. From here, I want to further unpack this graphic found in the ISTE ethics guideline that I mentioned as one of the sources. By further prompting with AI literacy outlined in this graphic, I can discern further how I could and should use AI as a teacher. For a holistic view of supporting learning in the classroom, UNESCO has also created an AI competency framework for students. It follows a similar organization, this time with 4 aspects for learning, to also include AI system design, fostering problem-solving, creativity, and design thinking. If learning about AI in education is of high interest to you, then I would invite you to check out the AI in Education page on our website, tips.epsb.ca. Here you'll also find our monthly AI update to inspire further learning, more linked research and readings, and the opportunity to register for our AI Community of Practice series, where we craft deep conversation questions and invite colleagues to share their ideas and understandings. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for this and other weekly videos on AI and other topics supporting you with technology integration.